Welcome back folks to Let's Play Icewind Day. Last time we left off, well, we got here, in front of the last tomb of the undead, in the Veil of Shadow. So, we did stuff, we completed all the side quests, almost all of the side quests there. So let's get inside and see what we can find in here. Now this is the main tomb, so I expect here to be the main part of the game where we progress. Also, I expect this to be full of traps. So, perhaps... Oh, what's this guy? This is a statue depicting a barbarian warrior leaning on a two-handed sword. The statue is worn with age. Well, I'm glad it is. Now, let's see if we can figure out if there are traps here. Well, there is. You can barely make out an inscription long since worn with age. You think it is a warning against entering the tomb and disturbing its guardians. What? I am not disturbing anyone, I'm just... Yeah, actually I'm disturbing. Doesn't really matter, we're gonna go inside and we're gonna loot everything, we're gonna kill everything, we're gonna disturb everything. Okay?
Very well.
Deal with it.
Yes?
Right, so... I suppose we are lucky that you have the key, because now you can go and open this door. Which I assume is gonna bring in a lot of undesirable attention. Why are you here?
It will be done.
Perhaps we could bless... You know what we could be doing? We could be funnel the enemy. If we funnel the enemy,
I am here. How
we
can
need to make sure we have place for 4 people. There you go. That's more likely. There you go.
Let me know what you want.
I want you to open the door. There is a tattered skeleton. No, guys. No, guys.
Ready and will. I see.
Yes, you see. I am glad you see. Now.
I await. Understood.
Okay.
Tell me
You guys deal with the skeleton. Okay, this skeleton luckily did not survive because it's quite weak.
You have need of me. No small task.
Guys, I want you to go in here and deal with enemies. Alright. Attack! There you go. Enemies dead. Are there traps? I don't know. We'll figure it out. There are enemies coming this way. Deal with this guy. He's a temple guardian. He was a temple guardian before I killed him. Okay.
Go ahead.
You guys, start moving forward. We'll see what we can do now. I don't think you guys need to waste ammunition on this, guys. It's not necessary. Well, dwarf, you actually took some damage.
Done.
Now, luckily for me, it's a bunch of ranged units here. Let's deal with them. Okay, you have a sling +1 mage. There you go. You attack the skeleton archer. The skeleton. Ay. Guys,
I'm ready.
you are ready. I am glad you are ready. Well, it didn't work quite
It
nicely,
is a shame that we must resort to violence.
I am prepared.
Well, you guys are... Yeah, we got this under control. It's fine.
That sounds reasonable.
Shut up.
Yes, acknowledged.
Okay, you can take the arrows from this guy. If you can figure out the pathfinding. Okay, well, somehow. 5 arrows. Do I need to take the bow? We can take the bow and we can drop it the moment we are full of stuff.
Small task.
There's a big door over here, but before we do that,
Agreed.
because I somehow doubt that door can be opened. We can try. Let's try, in fact. Open this door. No, it's locked. Can you do anything? The mechanism that operates this door does not have a conventional lock. It may be warded against simple spell.
How can I help?
Oh, plot armor of this lock.
Indeed.
Very well. Now, can
I
we
await
find
your
traps? Let's begin by
I'm on it.
looking in... Before we open the side doors, do I want to open... Yeah, let's open the side doors. Locked. Well, I'm looking to pick this lock.
Ready? I see. Go ahead.
Can you
Acknowledged.
please pick this lock? It doesn't let me pick this
Tell
lock.
me your needs.
Can I force this
I
lock
see.
open? No,
I
so
see.
probably need to open this from somewhere else. Alright,
Your command?
my command
Agreed.
is that you actually go, hey, guys, we found a trap. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. The trap is no more. We're gonna save. Alright, any more traps? Nope, there are skeletons though.
Oh, I
It
hope
is
I
a
don't get in the
shame that we
way.
must resort to violence.
It's a shame. No, it's not a shame. Shut up. It's not a shame. Why would you say it's a shame?
I am by your side.
It's actually a good thing
Certainly.
we resort
I
to
think I'm
violence
ready.
because
That sounds
violence is the
reasonable.
big equalizer. It solves every problem and it puts people to rest. Well, not undead, but you know.
Your judgment is at hand.
The only judgment here I have is for the pathfinding, so if you could please shut up and kill the skeletons.
Taking it
Come on.
to him.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, it was Torolon, sorry. I thought it was the mage who actually dealt the damage. Well, my hopes were so high. Okay. Let's go into trap mode and see if we can untrap the trappy situation here. Because I am going to... Yep, there's some guys here. Yeah, well, deal with it. And Cassandra did level up. We will level you up in a moment. Might as well. Alright, traps. Anybody here? Yikes, there's a ghoul. Troops, deal with this ghoul
It is a shame that we
immediately.
must resort to violence.
Well, it would be great if you could just stop attacking Juniper. Thank you. Now Bergen has also leveled up. I don't know if there are more traps, any more traps here. There is a trap. Okay, I am a firm believer of the let's be prepared.
Yes.
I don't know if there are enemies
I
coming
see.
here, but I want my back against the wall.
I am prepared. Understood.
Alright, there is a trap here. So let us disable this trap. And we can open this. It's just a simple gem with some coin. What about here? I'm not particularly sure. I appreciate this. Well, there doesn't seem to be any trap here. Okay, antidote, healing potions, and a sword. Now this, if I'm not mistaken, is a longsword +1. We could identify this with a spell. But you know, I know a better solution to this problem, and that is called quick saving and quick loading. So you do have a high quality longsword, so if I do this, right. So the way we check this is that you have 14 taco. With this, you have 14 taco. Because this is a high quality longsword, it's a +1 taco. This being a magical item means it's a +1 weapon. You have a +1 here and a +1 somewhere else. So there is no need to identify this weapon. And anything else? No, we got a couple of antidotes and a couple of healing potions, and I don't see any levers in here. So I assume there's nothing here. Right. Now let's try to go this way instead. Now in here, this sarcophagus is open and empty. A fine layer of dust lines the bottom. Yeah. Well, there doesn't seem to be anything here that I can search. However, we can go right in here. I am going to assume that there are going to be
Yes?
traps.
That sounds reasonable.
Yeah, there you go. That's a trap. Let's see if there are traps here. It doesn't seem like... Alright. There you go. Trap disarm. Also,
How can I help?
let's level you up. You have now 56 hit points. Man, it feels really bad when you have these stats. Because, you know, it feels like going with 18, 18, 18 in gold box games. And, you know, it is what it is. I accept. The thing is that maybe these games
Ready and willing.
are a little bit more
As you wish.
different than gold box games. Because, you know, there is a level of power play in this game. But
Let me know what
perhaps
you
I'm
want.
wrong.
Yes.
Perhaps I'm wrong. The reason is I don't know this game enough to know if this game is made for modified characters or not. Now, Baldur's Gate,
To protect and preserve.
You
I
could
go
go with
forward.
that, because the characters there are not modified, so there is no reason to modify those characters. Oh, goody. You guys are just going, right? Well, okay, I suppose.
Make peace with your
Let's
gods.
see if we can find traps. I'm sure there are going to be traps, especially here, yeah. Right, so
As you
do we
wish.
have anything here that we can check? No, it doesn't seem like it. There does
That
seem
sounds
to be only
reasonable.
a trap over here that I don't know what exactly it does. Okay, this sarcophagus cannot be searched. I will say, let's disable this trap. Right, so we got a necklace and an entangle spell. Well, it's an entangle spell. This is for druids, right? Alteration, probably for clerics, yes. Okay, but we don't have any levers here, so I cannot see a way. Yeah, I cannot see a way in there,
You have as you
but
wish.
maybe we can figure it out. Let's go this way. Let's see if we can open this door. Maybe we can open this door. And maybe from this door we open that door, and from that door we open that door. What is this, by the way? This pool is filled with a glowing green liquid. Several human skeletons can be seen floating within its depths. Oh, green liquid? What is this? The FVE serum from Fallout?
Onward to glorious battle.
I don't know. It may be a cameo. Who knows?
I'll wash me beard in your
Or maybe
blood.
it's just like a Lazarus pit from Batman. Who knows? Who really knows?
Go ahead.
What I do know is that I want to
My duty is clear.
do this. Because I don't know if there are traps. I don't know if there are traps. Where do you come from?
Attack.
Attack! Attack! You do attack! There you go. Good job, guys. Yes, pile up on this guy. Attacks Juniper. Oh,
Now you shall pay.
Sorry, but I cannot show you any mercy.
no, I'm sure you are very sorry. Guys, you know, it would be easier if you just
I am by your certainly.
float a
Your
little bit
command?
back. Oh, look at that. That is
Yes.
a white. Guys,
To battle.
okay, I'm glad you attack Cassandra because this guy is a white. This guy, weapon ineffective. It's okay, he's dead. Who cares? Let's drop a save.
I am here.
A save of cowardice?
I
Maybe.
see.
What's it to you? It's
I
still a
think
save.
That sounds reasonable.
Also, we don't have to repeat any of these parts should we fail, which is good for a let's play. Anyways, let's get back in here. The sarcophagus is open and empty. The lid has been carelessly thrown aside and lies shattered on the floor nearby. I can see that. Anything else? I am very confused right now. Because I can disable this trap. I can get this key. Oh, this key opens something. I told you, what are these? We don't know. So, now we are too far away. Well, I'm sure there are many interesting things there, but let's get
How
back
as you wish.
here. There are probably some bracers of, I don't know, dexterity or something. Who knows?
I am prepared.
I'm glad you are prepared. Identify this item. Now. Gauntlets of weapon skill. It's +1 to tackle. Who could use a +1 to tackle? I mean, the warriors probably don't. Because you have 13 tackle, you have 14, so you're probably gonna hit everybody. You have 2 attacks. How is that even possible? How do you have 2 attacks with a halberd? Is it gonna be the same for the sword? 2.5 attack? Yeah, but this is magical. How come you have this? I am confused right now. I am confused a little bit. I don't know. Whatever. Sure. Regardless, you have 14, you have 14, you have 16, so you could use the weapon skill. Now you could also use the weapon skill. because you can be a backstabber. Now, in order to be a backstabber, I need to either move silently, so hide in the shadows, or a spell of invisibility. Now, we can have both. I can go with a spell of invisibility while we are fighting, so I can land that juicy backstab damage. Now, the thing is that right now our backstab damage is times 2. So if I deal 10 damage, it's going to be 20 damage. When it becomes 3 times, it's where we start to shine. Regardless, you have 15 taco, you have 17 taco. I would appreciate if the mage could use this, because that will take me down to 17 taco, 16 taco. And since the mage also has, you know, bullets here. Now this girl has 16 taco. As a cleric, yeah, she only has 1 attack. Yeah, it's a difficult decision. I will just give you the braces for now. You go to 16 taco. So everybody now has 16 taco. I mean, it's not that bad. To hit someone with 0 armor class, it will
Ready
take me a
as you wish.
16. Which is, you know, quite annoying. Quite annoying, but luckily there are no people with that much armor. Which is a
Yes?
good thing, because mostly we'll be fighting
Acknowledged.
monsters. That's what an adventure is, which means monsters generally don't have high taco. People with armor generally have high taco. I would say, regardless, we can still move the item around. That you found a ring, a potion, a scroll, and a bow, a magic bow. Now this is a nice spell which I want very much, and I failed. Oh well, it happens. It happens. I will survive even without the mage armor spell. Well, it's not entirely true. If I load the game, okay, if I save the game, I can check the quick save, right? So the quick save is here. Right. So I can load the quick save. There you go. What is my quick save? If I load this game, all I
Very
have to
well.
do is do this. You have
May
the,
I help?
yes, you have the
You have no
bracers.
small
Get
task.
inside.
I am prepared.
So
My duty is clear.
yes, your duty. Also, you could use some free space here. What we have here is a severe case of split this for everybody. There's no reason not to have these things. And the cleric. So as you can see, oh, the cleric doesn't have any potions. Give one to the cleric, please. You now have 2 potions and you have 3 potions. So you can give this one to the mage. There you go. Now the mage has this. You have this. You can give them to the mage. Now we have a bunch of things we don't really need. Let's open this. Pick up this, 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 and this. Right, this ring is just junk. Now let us just save. And now let's memorize this spell. Good, good. See, we don't need a potion. Oh, this is a short bow. This is a short bow +1 though. The problem is that this one has a +2 to damage and a +1 to hit. Oh, I do have, how much? 15 taco. If I put this one here, I do have 15 taco. Okay. So it's really the same. Do I need a magical bow in order to be effective, or do I need magical arrows? Probably magical arrows, and this bow is not much needed unless I identify the bow. It goes to you. This is a potion of strength, which we don't need right now. It will need to be sold, along with a potion of infravision, which will be on you, mage. And you go. Lots of bad items that I don't really need. Now, the potion of strength would be useful if you were playing with non-maxed out characters. A ghoul attack, Juniper. Luckily, we do have some people here. There you go. You keep dealing with these guys. Now, the cleric it's a fighter, basically, with
I
less,
am no
you
small
know,
task.
fighting
Yes,
capabilities.
that sounds reasonable.
But at its core, it's a fighter. Because, well, it's a frontliner. That's the point. You, generally speaking, you only need to cast hold persons or, spells. But the high armor class should make it like difficult for the enemy to attack you. Also, why do I see this area? I don't know, but you know, there is something here. I don't see anything else here that can be searched. I did see some. I did see some weird things here. The cursor was going weird. I don't know why. I saw some stairs. Am I going crazy here? I don't know. I saw some stairs. Whatever. Let's save. Okay, what do we have here? A splint mail. That is interesting. We have the holy symbol of Miracle. Well, I'm surprised to know that Miracle is here. Not. Okay, we have offensive spells here. Okay, the splint mail, although you can use the splint mail and it will put you at 0 armor class, that will prevent you from being a thief. So let's figure out the best way we can put this to good use. Now, you have 0 armor class, you have 1 armor class. Now if I give you the splint mail, you now go to 0 armor class, which is good. Although, well, this bright brown is not particularly great. Now you could go to -2 and I could send you, but as soon as I move the dwarf in, the thing is that the AI changes target based on who is easier to hit. So I could use the tank, but then everybody else would have to fight from the back line. You can fight, you can actually have a lower armor class because you have a reach weapon, such as an halberd and weapons that can fight from a back row.
Yes, done.
But,
I am
generally
here.
speaking, I
see.
want a solid line that prevents the enemy from going to hit my back line. Now, so far we've not been in danger of running into anything. Now, do we have time to do anything else? It's been 22 minutes. I think we can do one last push. Open this one because... Oh! Greetings! I am Bone Dancer Mythos. Mythos or Mythos? Mythos! I must commend you on your efforts to enter here. Your perseverance is remarkable, to say the least. Now tell me, why are you here? I seek the evil that plagues Kuldahar. Would that be you? Kuldahar? Do you refer to that little hamlet under the great tree? No, my concerns lies within these walls, not without. I would suggest you to continue your search elsewhere. If you are not responsible, then who is? I have no idea. What happens outside this veil is of no concern to me. Why should I believe you innocent of Kuldahar's woes? Amazing. You come here and slay my guardians. You steal the keys to this tomb. You break the seals upon these doors, and you question my innocence. Upon what authority? I come with the authority of Kuldahar to seek out the source of the evil that has befallen upon Zlen. Ah, I see. And who in Kuldahar holds the deeds to this veil of this tomb? By what right do they send you here with authority to kill, loot, and destroy? You're already dead, by the way, just in case you didn't notice. It is the right of any people to take action against a perceived threat. Perceived threat? What are you talking about? These guardians have been here for centuries. They've harmed no one. What is your threat? I am curious, Mitos. Why does a tomb need this much protection? Unless, of course, it is more than it seems. Bah! You speak rubbish now. You are trying to justify your wanton acts by creating threats where they do not exist. You're not answering my question. Why does a tomb need this much protection? For no other reason than the fact that the protection was available. As one of the faithful, the person interred here had access to bone dancers, so he used them. Nothing sinister is going on. I don't understand what is a bone dancer. A bone dancer such as myself is a servant of miracle, or miracle. It is our duty to raise guardian dead to protect places of importance to the faith. It is I who raise the guardians of this tomb. I see. I would ask you to allow me to investigate this tomb fully, Mitos. No, it is forbidden. As a matter of fact, I have spent too much time talking with you and neglecting my duty. I must demand that you surrender the keys in your possession and leave here. I will not ask again. Well, we have no choice to back down. But we can try to be reasonable. I cannot in good conscience leave until I have investigated this tomb fully. Can we come to some understanding? No, we cannot. You have your duty and I have mine. This conflict was inevitable. Guardians, to arms! You try to reason with Mitos and avoid the bloodshed if possible. Well, I'm so be it. Now. You are a horrible,
Sorry,
horrible
but I
person.
cannot show you any mercy.
You are trying to leave this place. I will try
How can I
to
help?
attack you
Make
guys.
peace with your gods.
I would also appreciate
know
if
what
you
you want.
guys would attack this guy instead. There you go.
Oh, I hope I don't get in the way.
How do you
Time to
cast
test
spells?
my mettle.
You need to check your cos. I know why you are casting spells. Okay, you choose.
Ready and willing.
Okay, you took a lot of damage.
Oh, I hope I don't get in the way.
You're being held. Okay, how do we deal with this? We could cast silence. Okay, we need to sort this
How may
out.
I best serve?
We do have color spray. Doubt it's gonna it's gonna work.
I await your orders.
You have no spells that can help me.
What?
You can
Tell me
move.
your
You can
needs.
move. There is not much we can do here.
Certainly.
We can go and attack this guy.
I'm here.
You need to cast healing though. That's a lot of damage.
Easy as goblin pie.
Let's try to avoid anything here. Need to cast some healing. Okay, good. Took care of this guy. Okay, we took care. The sound is really low. Why is the sound so low? Guys, I don't understand why is the sound so low. I don't know. Whatever.
Go ahead.
This game is weird.
You have need of no
So you,
small
what do you
task.
have? You have a magical war armor. What about... Ooh, another magical weapon. Another magical weapon. Would you mind... Sorry, would you... Oh, you're being held. Okay.
I see.
How do we fix this? We technically could sleep. Okay.
Yes.
Now technically we could
Certainly.
search this area.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Right, so...
here. Indeed.
Let's patch ourselves up. Shall we?
ready.
I'm glad you're ready.
Vita mortis.
Okay. Let's do this.
Vita mortis.
Okay, it seems to me like there is a lot to do here. Now, obviously, we've got these +1 weapons. This is an axe. So these are axes +1. We do not have access to axes right now. Yep. So no, we have access to war armors. You already have a +1 war armor. You don't, because you are using flails and maces, while you are using maces and large swords. Now we do have an extra mace which I sold because I'm dumb, but whatever. It doesn't matter, we got this. Now you also leveled up, so let's level you up. Now we did gain what? Absolutely nothing, but you are a level something mage. Level 4. How many spells can you learn now? We have a grease spell, which could be interesting. Right, I need to learn these spells before I do anything though. Can we? We could use a potion of genius if I had it, but all we can do is load the game until we figure out a way to, you know. See, that's the thing about these games. Either you play like a roguelike, but if you give me the ability to save and reload at whim, it's, you know, it kind of invalidates your whole system here. Like Dungeons and Dragons should not rely on saving and loading. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Alright. So you're doing fine, guys. We are doing fine. So 6,000, you are close to leveling as a cleric. You are not close, you just leveled obviously. Now you are close to getting a fighter level 3 somehow. So you're progressing really well with the fighter. The mage part is a little bit, you know, a bit of a bummer. The mage is level 4, now he needs 20,000 experience. You got 2 lore. I assume that's gonna be wisdom related. It's irrelevant, honestly. You have lore of 0. It doesn't really matter. We're in a good position right now. Russian enemy spectral undead. Move silently 53%. Whatever. It's okay. I would say we did enough for today, so we're gonna go ahead and save. LP 11. And that's about it. We're gonna continue to explore this tomb. Now, we've explored a big chunk of this tomb. So luckily, this is gonna be it. 1, 2, and 3. Or maybe 1, 2, and 3. We'll see about that. But I think we're pretty much done with this floor once we have explored this area. And I assume that by virtue of knowing, I know there is another floor. And that's where we're gonna progress with the story. But I say that's enough for today, so we're gonna continue in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you join me in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.